All right. Well, I don't know how many more people are going to be joining right now, so I'm just going to start talking because we've got a lot of work to do in the background. So I'm sure many of you guys have seen recently in the community and in the team that Kdog and I, and specifically me, kind of got brought onto the team with the consent from Josh and Bourne and really the team's consensus to allow Kdog and I to try to administer and really bring some structure to the team and help organize things in the background so that everyone understands their roles and the responsibilities and really how to synergize as a team so things happen properly in more of a structured manner, which as you could see in the past, things seem to be, there was people kind of working on their own at their own pace. I was apprehensive for a long time really to join the team to help out just because of all the existing issues and stuff. But, I know a lot of people that are involved with the coin and, a lot of other people's friends are involved with the coin. There's a lot of people involved with this coin and, deserve to have some structure amongst the coin and the team. So I felt, we know that this is a very much a community coin, and really what's happening is the community is really working together to create a team that is more structured. And I think the entire team from within is really excited about this, guys. And this has been kind of going on for like just a few days, guys, in the background. And it's really exciting. And a lot of us have seen the progression just even over the last few days of us trying to work together. And, of course, there's always a dynamic within the team that, finding out people's abilities and their skills and where they fall into place in a proper form. So that's probably some of the biggest news for the coin right now, as far as internal structure being implemented and stuff like that. So there really is progression through my eyes and through Kdog's eyes, and I'm sure others like Sky has seen it, and he's been very supportive over us coming on and really working closely because we know Kdog's been in for about a month, and she's been working with the pool to try to get funds out. I'm sure many of you who hadn't had funds back yet, maybe they have gotten them back. And of course, this brings up one issue that I wanted to cover really quickly was if they're still existing, a lot of people, I'm sure she may want to say something, but I'll just say it right now, is that there's a lot of people that still had not filled out withdrawal forms. And if you have not received your coins and have not filled out your withdrawal form, you should message Kdog with that type of information. So if you haven't received your coins, you really need to extend the olive branch to to Kdog and help her out with that information, because it's gonna be an ongoing thing, and we don't want to just send out funds to people that haven't done withdrawal forms so that we don't create more of a headache for us later. We don't want to keep compounding the issues. So I hope you guys can respect the fact that Kdog and I have really are working together to try to bring structure to the team and to try to clean up any issues that have been kind of hanging around on the team for a long time and on the coin. So we're trying our hardest, and trust me, we have been getting little sleep lately. We've been really trying hard to work and fix the core issues that have been existent, and we're moving forward. So we're really excited about the progress that's being made every single day. And I think the team can see that. And I also think that the community will start being able to see that as well. So, so again, the first issue is obviously the pool. That's what brought Kdog in, also to help within the structure, and just helping, work with tasks and work with the tech team because she's very tech oriented. So it's kind of turned into, okay, well, Kdog and I work really well together. So her and I are, she requested that I assist her in administrating and kind of helping the team work together. And as far as titles go, because, people like Bourne were asking what kind of title we have or whatever. Personally, Kdog and I, we don't care about the title. It's more or less where you can call us what I thought was really funny that she said to me was, you know, you can call us hula hoopers if you want. We don't care. We just want to try to make we just want to make things run smoothly amongst the team, and I think we can make that happen. It's a slower process, what we have going on, but it's an effective process, I think, and that's what we're trying to bring to the table is bring a proper process of rollout of information, which I'm sure you guys understand. I've been very critical over the way things have been going in the past. We know that there were some people that left, and I'm not going to name any names. It's really unimportant at this point. But respectfully, we really you know, appreciate the framework and the foundation and this gigantic launch pad that was created by the previous marketing team, and really the people that brought the Discord and the social environments together and started the ball rolling for B3Coin and Josh's vision. So now going into Josh's vision, we understood for a while that there was a disconnect between the communication of the technology that was developed by the main developer and, you know, his friends and whoever is behind the development of the coin, which is B3, and the technology behind B3Coin, which we've pretty much figured out that there's a lot behind the technology behind the coin that has not yet been disclosed, guys. So this is like some really, really great information that will be eventually disclosed to everybody. But I want everyone to be aware that there's a lot of technology behind B3Coin that has not been disclosed yet. So it's really exciting. It's really presented an opportunity for the entire B3 team and the community to get excited about this coin, because the truth is that the previous marketing team wasn't able to really extract the true nature of the technology behind B3Coin, which it had, you know, obviously it was not good before, because I could see there was a lack of information on the first website and really subsequently on this new website, which many people were upset about. There was no white paper, you know, there's just there was a lack of information from the beginning, which we've been slowly trying to update the website and kind of clean up any issues that were on the new website. And that's one of the tasks that's kind of we've been working closely with the team while we're trying to restructure things. So it's just kind of like right now we're juggling between, you know, cleaning up things from the past, the pool, you know, helping you know, getting to know the team, because personally I've only been amongst the team members within the last, you know, 2-3 days, maybe 4 days. So I'm trying to understand everybody's personalities, everybody's time that they have together, like what they can provide for the team. We're just trying to figure everything out. So please be patient with the B3 team and with any updates that have to happen, because we need to basically, you know, take a derailed train and kind of, you know, get it back on. Josh, thank you for muting. We're taking our, you know, we're doing things in a methodical order, but also in an organic way. We're trying to work with the team closely with basically figuring out what everyone's skills and assets are, and basically create the proper branches of the team. So it's going to take some time, but it's going to be done properly as best as we can make it happen. And we're also opening up officially as of right now. I mean, people have already kind of started doing it with the announcement of Kdog and I kind of working together to try to bring some leadership to this coin, and to try to create a structure that we're opening up applications for anyone who's involved with the community or people that are already involved in the team to communicate to Kdog and I what their skills are and what their assets are and what their experience is and what they want to bring to the table and what kind of position that they'd like to fulfill. It doesn't mean that every single person that communicates to us will be, you know, brought under the team or anything, but we will be doing it in kind of like a, you know, in an interviews type of thing. We're trying to do one-on-ones with, first of all, everybody amongst the team first, and then, you know, go through and kind of filter out everybody that has like basically communicated to us. And I want to stress this very much, if just so that people realize that, when you communicate people to Kdog and I on, if you're wanting to try to find yourself in a position with the B3 team, you need to, don't just send us a message saying, hey, or hello, and start like this long conversation with us. We're too busy with so many other things. And I know we've been communicating with everybody that we get because we want to be respectful for everybody, but you have to respect our time. We're taking on a huge weight on our shoulders right now to try to juggle everything. We've got expectations from the team. We've got expectations from the community, and we've got expectations from the developer and the inventor. Okay. So my personal opinion is that I'm here to protect the developer's vision and the inventor's technology, and try to educate everybody as best as I possibly can with this coin. That's what's really important, and that's something that has frustrated him. And it has nothing to do with the tech team. It has nothing to do with the helpers. It had nothing to do with anything else other than the people that were kind of bringing out the information, okay, at a different rate. So moving forward, there's some really great things that are happening. Just like I said, the team structure is being put in place. We're cleaning up the things like the pool, which is probably just going to continuously be something that we have to deal with, because there's been a lack of people within the community that were involved with the pool that haven't filled out withdrawal forms. I'm kind of being a little bit redundant joining the room. So basically, just to kind of give you guys, what we're trying to work on is, we've got the pool we're trying to deal with. Also, we're bringing structure to the team. Furthermore, we're going to be working over the next couple of weeks, and this isn't all like set in stone and exact dates. That's not what we're doing right now. We have to be methodical about working with the team to try to create structure there. So again, you got to be patient. That's going to go a long way. But we're the first task at hand really is, other than the pool, is not aside from creating structure, which is happening daily, is we're trying to extract the true vision behind B3Coin and where we're headed with the technology that has yet been disclosed. If that makes sense to you guys, we're procuring the white paper, which is going to be a formal disclosure of the technology behind it at the best of our ability, from the technology that hasn't been disclosed yet, which is extremely exciting for everyone involved with B3Coin at this point, and for possibly attracting new investors in the future, which is awesome. So it has presented a great opportunity to launch this thing, this gigantic social media pad that we have here of the Discord and other social elements that we're going to be getting a grip on. Because we have a huge opportunity to basically educate the world about the potential behind B3Coin and what it has to offer in the whole market scheme of things. So again, we're dealing with the pool, team restructuring at all times, and also we're extracting this vision from the developer, inventor, and the people behind that to basically get a white paper, which then will give us the vision behind the true elements behind B3Coin, which then we can move forward in a proper, marketing campaign, which could be a new and improved website that has the vision and the goals behind B3Coin, which is extremely important in any business sense, to bring us to where we need to go in the future, because we want to make sure that this new website is on key and on par, so that everybody understands everything there is to know about this coin. There's a lack of education behind the vision behind it, and let me tell you, like I said, it had nothing to do with the existing tech team or anything like that, or the market. It was more or less the inability to try to extract that communication from the developer, and just because of times and all these other things underlying it. And I hope you guys can respect that. And we're not trying to point fingers or anything, and we're not looking in the past anymore. We're moving forward. So that's what's good about what's going on right now. We're going to bring a fresh look to B3 and making sure everyone understands the technology behind it. And I know I'm being redundant, but I want everyone to understand what I'm trying to say is basically there was a lack of understanding behind the vision of the coin, and there was a disconnect in what the devs wanted behind the coin, and we're going to try to harness that understanding, and we will not create a new website until we understand all of that. So what you can expect is that some more information to be disclosed and some cleanup to happen on the website. You might see some things happen with the roadmap that might be shifted around. So don't be upset about that. It's just simply that we're trying to be honest with everybody. We want everyone to be on the same page. So keep in mind, guys, that when you join a coin that is a non-ICO coin, and that, it says even in the wallet that this was an experimental coin, this was very much a developer's experiment behind fundamental masternodes, and this actually what is called a proof of destruction. It's not even a proof of burn, guys. Like we're looking at a coin that is destroying coins. It's not even burning them, which was a frustration behind the developer and that understanding and that terminology. It's not a proof of burn. It's a proof of destruction, or proof of destruction or proof of disintegration. So that's something that had been kind of misconstrued. So we're going to try to educate everybody in the near future about the real workings behind the coin. So this is something that is very interesting, and the marketing fund, as far as I know, I see people asking me questions. There is no marketing fund. That's another thing. This was a non-ICO coin. The only fund that there was amongst the 2% that was taken from the pools, which was used in a bunch of different ways from the last marketing team, and also to try to clean up any coins that were lost within the pool. It is what it is. So it's not proof, guys. I don't want to say proof of destruction. It was actually, I think it's disintegration. So I'm sorry to say that. I'm just, my sleep has been so off, and you got to bear with me because my brain is working at like 1,000,000 miles an hour at all times. So just try to bear with me a little bit. I know there's going to be a lot of questions, and I'm going to try to do my best to answer all of them honestly for everybody, because I feel like, I'm an ethical person, and I really want, and Kdog is as well, and so is Sky, and all of us are, and we're all really working well together to try to make things right. No, it's not decay. It's not decay. The coins are literally being destroyed. That's what's happening. They're not being burned, which means that the coins get, brought into another wallet and could potentially get put back into the oh, it is documented on the website. That's great. Yeah. It's proof of disintegration, guys. That's what it is. It's literally the coins are being destroyed when you send your coins in to be destroyed, essentially, or disintegrated. And you're in that one coin that you get back, which is the masternode, is the proof of disintegration. That is your fundamental masternode. So that is a common misconstrued understanding behind B3Coin. But again, guys, not only is there proof of disintegration, not only is there proof of stake, not only is there fundamental masternodes, there's other technology behind the coin that has yet. So there is a lot of stuff that is hidden within the coin that we are going to be bringing forth as this new team kind of becomes created. And it's really exciting for everyone to start to work together. And it is a slower process. We're trying to slow this ship down a little bit and kind of steer it in the right direction and try to synergize not only the team, but the community and the developers to try to make everyone excited and get everybody on the same page so that we all understand together what's happening. This is a huge opportunity for this coin to be separated amongst other great technologies in the cryptocurrency space. And, even though I was very apprehensive about joining the team, I feel a lot better every day about doing it, even though there was such a weight on everyone's shoulders specifically in the teams because of the way that things were being done and the lack of kind of leadership and also the kind of the lack of vision of the coin. We've established, really good communication with the developer on what the vision is and what his frustrations were and where he wants to go with it. And we have a really brilliant person that is the inventor of the coin, and most of you guys know who that is. I'm not going to go into the inner workings of the development of the coin. It is what it is. We've got some really exciting things that we don't even know yet, but I can tell you we've heard some things, and it's going to be a great future. Yeah. All these other coins, this coin is definitely going to be very different and differentiated amongst the other coins. As far as the business sector of the B3, somebody mentions that. We will be discussing that. I don't want to say anything about the business right now of the coin and behind any of that until we fully understand the technology behind it. I'm giving you the information that I'm aware of as of right now, guys. So just know this, that there is different technology that separates this coin from other things that has yet to be disclosed and implemented yet. So just that should be exciting enough for everyone to understand. It's exciting enough for me to be in here along with Kdog. And if it wasn't for the good, if it wasn't for Kdog and what I understand behind the development of the coin and really just the openness and the support from the team, I probably wouldn't even be here, guys. There's some serious, possibilities and excitement for the future of this coin. And this is really like a new beginning from what I can tell. So I may be missing some things that I wanted to talk about, but I'm just going to summarize what I've been talking about. Basically, we're trying to clean up the pool. If anyone's, withdrawal form and hasn't received their funds yet, you need to message Kdog with that information. And let me tell you, she's been doing a great job trying to fix all this stuff, guys, for the benefit of everyone. So keep that up the floodgates of people that are wanting to join the team, filling out applications. Do not just message me or Kdog saying, hey, and try to start this long conversation with us. Just simply message us and tell us your credentials, everything that you could possibly give us as far as your portfolio, whether it's creative, if you've done a bunch of different websites, or if you've been in marketing, strategy behind social media, all these things. You need to like message us with as much comprehensive information as if you were to join a team or a job or anything. It really helps us so that we don't have to like extract it out of you. You want to be able to give us as much information because it takes a lot of time when you have hundreds of people messaging us with your information and you're not really giving us what we need to. And saying what is it that I can help with? You need to tell what your experience is and anything that you can provide to prove that experience, if that makes sense, guys. So moving forward, as a team, the white paper and understanding the true vision behind the coin and the actual technology behind it. Properly create a brand and properly create a newer website that has everything to do with B3 and the inventor's vision behind the coin and where he wants to go, and so that we can harness a true structure behind the team and also, create a proper marketing campaign and a website. That's like the first step, because if we don't understand the true vision and the technology behind the coin that has not been disclosed yet, then there's no sense in even thinking about, what business strategy we need to make or any of that type of stuff, and how we could potentially raise funds for the coin to assist the team, all those things. So, from my perspective, just to kind of make everybody understand here that, there was no funds that was raised for the development of the coin. This was simply, you've got an inventor that created a coin with new technology that was an experiment. He released it. There were some hiccups in the technology and the release of that. We've all experienced that, and we experienced the frustration of that. We've tried to clean up as best as we can. From the previous team or the team that had existed before had tried to fix things as best as they could. Kdog and I are now brought in to try to restructure everything and really kind of steer this thing in the right direction and assist the team to create the proper support base around the inventor and the development of it so that it can be dealt with properly and that we can actually like a professional manner and send it into, undiscovered places that this coin has not been discovered yet. That's really the excitement behind the coin right now in the team. So again, pool, send us your resumes, every bit of information as best as you can if you want to join it. I can't promise you that every single person is going to be involved with it or anything like that. We're going to try to deal with everyone on a one-by-one basis. And of course, we're going to have to filter everybody out. If you don't give us enough information, you might not find yourself getting interviewed. So that's just how it works, guys. That's how every day, when you apply for a job, that's what happens. And we have to do it now. We're working on a white paper trying to gain the vision. Expect, a website at some point in the future. There's no date set in stone on a daily basis. We're doing the best that we can to try to work, efficiently and as best as we can. Besides that, there's not much more else that I really have to say right now. But if anyone has any questions, I can do my best to answer those questions. I just hope that everybody is patient with me, and Kdog and the team right now. We're just starting to feel everybody out, and we're just in the process of, working together to try to make everybody happy with the team or whether you're part of the community. And also, we're assisting the developers and maintaining the vision and, and what the common goals and understandings behind the actual technology. So I see a question here in the chat. I'm just going to answer this really quick. So sorry if I pronounced your name wrong, Loot. So if there's no marketing budget anymore, how are we going to get listed on new exchanges? Well, I know there was a lot of concern about the number one wallet, in the past about that, but the truth is somebody's typing in the background and it's really distracting me. Boopkey, please mute your mic.
Yep, sorry.
Yep. Just so you know, how are we going to get on other exchanges? There is some money. Okay. I'm not saying how much there is right now. I don't know it off the top of my head. We have, the first thing that we've done is, we have Born. Born's been working closely with the exchanges, and we also have another individual right now. And I don't want to disclose the whole new team as of right now because really we're trying to structure the team internally, kind of like a beta team, before we actually make changes amongst the Discord, so everyone kind of becomes aware as to what's going on. We don't have, Kdog and I do not have the full access to the Discord, so you're not going to see any changes on the main Discord yet. But you can expect, changes to be done, a cleanup of the Discord, because there's a lot of confusing rooms. We need to prepare the Discord for a large influx of people, and we need to prepare for that. So we're understanding that, and it's a slow process. Like I keep saying this, guys, everybody's expecting things to happen instantly. It's not going to happen that way. It's a slow process, and we're literally starting a train that was slightly derailed, and but when I mean slightly, I mean slightly. It's really not that big of a deal, guys. We're trying to fix the problems. It was really just basic stuff that there was just a lack of structure, guys, and a lack of leadership, and it was just a communication thing. That's all it is. So between Kdog and I, we're working together to really communicate and help everybody get on the same page, whether you're part of the community or part of the team. That's all we're doing. So expect the Discord to change up in the future once we're able to do so. As far as, I see somebody asking me the question about Jamie is on the team or not. As of right now, he is not part of the team, You have plans to talk to him. Everybody has, skills to bring to the table, whether you're part of the community or whether you're part of the actual team. As of right now, under my understanding and the entire team's understanding, he is not part of the team as of right now. Okay. So let's just settle that right now. We still need to talk to him. I know he's a friend of the team. He's somebody that, misses Josh and, talks with him. They have a personal relationship or whatever. He likes the community. He enjoys everybody talking to him. So be friendly with Jamie, guys. It's not like he's an enemy of the coin or anything like that, guys. He cares. So, just everybody needs to be friendly with each other. We can't have people arguing amongst each other in the community. It's toxic, and it's a cancer to the team and the community. So we all just need to take anything that you see in the general chat, take it as a grain of salt, guys. Nothing's set in stone. If we don't make an announcement, either Kdog or I or anyone that we disclose as part of the team doesn't make an announcement, it's not an official statement. So just use your common sense and use your ability to look at what's going on. Anything in general chat or just people discussing things, grains of salt, guys. It's all grains of salt. Work with the team. If you have issues with the wallet, there's people in there to help. General chat is just a place for people to discuss different things or whatever. Common sense, use some common sense. Okay, I see some other questions here. Nicome 711, how about Ergo? I know we've asked him about him last weeks. We haven't heard from Ergo. We don't know. We don't know. The bottom line is that, we don't know where Ergo is. Okay. That's just what it is. I don't know what else to say about that. We care about Ergo. Ergo is a very nice man. We hope that nothing happened to Ergo. As far as I'm concerned, there was no nefarious things going on behind B3Coin. It's just a simple miscommunications, a lack of structure, a lack of a form of leadership, and that's really it, guys. It's just a void that needed to be filled, and Kdog and I are trying to fill that void, and I hope people can respect that. And I'm trying to be as direct and concise as I can, and I don't want to. I want to be honest with everybody. We need to move forward with honest and ethically and morally, so that everybody is on the same page. People are asking about Oregon and Neutro. Oregon and Neutro have done a great job with what they've done with helping the community kind of work together and figure out what everybody's opinions are, and really did a great job to support the community and try to voice for the community and everybody's concerns. Some of the things that the theories that were created are behind the possible nefarious things that may have been happening behind the coin were not true. We're not true, guys. It was just simply this level of disorganization and tasks being filled by people that weren't really supposed to be there, and they didn't have the time to fulfill those voids. The truth is, guys, this was a, investors and people that create social media, they created this whole platform here. What you're seeing is an organic growth of the coin and a real structure being formed with good people and behind it with real good intentions. That's what we're dealing with right now. I know there's a whole bunch of other things that people are so concerned about and all these different theories and stuff. And trust me, I am a big, conspiracy theorist, if you will. I understand a lot of the crazy stuff that goes on in the world or whatever, but let me tell you, the truth really lies somewhere in the middle. Always. That's usually how it always is. So you can always look at the bad and you can always look at the good, and then it's always somewhere in the middle. And let me tell you, that's exactly what it was here. So we're here trying to fulfill the void. We see some really good progression going on, and I've kind of outlined some of the basic things, in a logical timeline of things to happen. So that's what we're trying to do. Are we getting back on Cryptopia after that huge that mess up there, KB3 Hold'em? We don't know. The bottom line is that we're trying to focus on the team right now, guys. Trying to get on new exchanges right now is not our main priority, guys. We're trying to figure out what the relationship is, the community, or I'm sorry, we're trying to figure out what the team has been working on. Somebody's like talking right now behind my back here, and it's really, really bothering me. Mute your mic, please. Mute your mic, whoever it is. I can't see who it is. Please, when you come in, you got to mute your mic. I'm trying to just basically rant about all the things that have been concerning everybody, also had concerned me. I'm sure all of you understand. I was part of the, I'm an investor. I'm part of the community. So is Kdog. So is everyone that's involved with the team, really, is all on the same page. You know, it's just that everybody wants to try to help the team. We're trying to create a solid core team right now, and we've got really good people. We just need to figure out exactly what their position and role are and what their skills and abilities are. Everybody has a position here. And even if you don't become part of the core team, there's always good things that you could do to help everybody understand, because the truth is, guys, this cryptocurrency space is just blowing up now, okay? And it's just the beginning. And the amount of people, I wouldn't be surprised if when we actually get the vision and understand the true technology behind this Discord could easily be over 10,000 people, guys. We need to prepare for that type of influx of people so that we don't have issues in the future with, you know, people that don't understand the coin. And a lot of that has to do with the education that comes from the website, which is the main focus. So, you know, we've got, like I said, we're cleaning up the pool. We're trying to open up the floodgates to allow people to offer up their skills. And again, don't message Kdog and I with just like, hey, and just starting along like this extended conversation with us. We're trying to administer the team. We're trying to create a team, guys. You can't just like take our time away from that. And we're trying to respect everybody's time, and you also have to respect our time. So please just message us with as much information you can possibly pull out of your soul about your skills and your abilities and your experience, and have some proof behind that. And if you want to send a resume or whatever, do that. We need everything. That's what we want, as much information as possible. That's what's going to separate you from the person that says absolutely nothing and asking us questions of what it is that you need from me. We don't know what we need from you. We don't even know you. We don't know anything about you. So you need to like give us all that information. That's going to separate you from the person that goes and says, hey, this is who I am. This is what I do. This is what I've been doing. This is my application. This is my information behind all these things that I've been doing. And here's my resume and blah, blah, blah. That is going to what separate you from everyone else. After that, you know, we're focusing on the white paper. That's like the first thing that we want to do, is we want to extract the real truth behind the undisclosed technology that hasn't been released yet, according to the developer and the inventor of the coin. There's things that we have not implemented in this coin yet, which sets a huge ability to actually do a rebrand, to actually do a new website, and actually have, you know, true understanding behind the coin and what the business and application is behind B3Coin. So there's huge potential here, guys. Like, that's what I see from a business perspective. Okay, I'm going to start answering some more of these questions. Thanks for joining the team. You're providing your info. Thank you very much, Noonan. That's awesome. Get a grip. Can you give us a hint on what the coin technology will be about, market target, what the devs have in mind for the future? No, I've just given you kind of what we already know. There's new technology that hasn't been disclosed yet, and we can't really talk about that yet because we haven't extracted all of it yet. You know, the developer, the inventor, has been working hard on exams, and we've told him to focus on his own life right now while we try to slow things down and try to get everyone together to try to actually formulate a real structure to this team, and create kind of a top-down effect that had been, you know, null and void for a while. And the team is really accepting of that, and that, which is awesome, because, you know, if it was hard for Kdog and I to try to do what we need to do, it just wouldn't work. And that is not the response that we've had. We've had a really positive response, and we're open to criticisms and all that other stuff. So if you're ever critical of me or Kdog or whatever, anyone in the team, you should message them directly and tell them your concern. Don't hash it out in the middle of general chat. That needs to stop. This whole fudding and all these ridiculous accusations and stuff needs to stop in the general chat. We need to focus on what's positive about this coin and what's positive about the community and what's positive about the team. I respect everybody that was part of the team. You know, I respect the individuals that left the team. They did the best job that they could do with what they know. You can't do more than what you know, and we have to respect that, guys. Everybody's done a great job as far as I'm concerned from this point forward, is to the best of their ability, and we have to respect that. But as far as the technology behind it, there's not much I can say right now behind that. I just want people to understand that there is things that have not been released yet, and that presents an awesome chance and ability for us to take what was an experiment and make it an actual differentiated coin that can be really exposed to this new market that is completely different from any other coin. And I mean, we already understand that some of the core things are completely different. The fact that we're not dealing with a proof of burn, which was a misconstrued understanding, which was frustrating the inventor, that wasn't relayed to the marketing team initially, which is that this is not proof of burn. Proof of burn. This is proof of disintegration, guys. The coins are literally being destroyed. They are not being burnt. They're not being put in another wallet to be, led into the circulation again. It's completely different. Fundamental masternodes and proof of disintegration is completely different than proof of burn. So that's really exciting in itself, knowing that there's other things that lie within this coin that are completely different. It was an experiment. There was hiccups in the fundamental masternodes that were misunderstood and probably caused by the pools. We understand that. It is what it is, guys. You had an investor group and a social media investor group create this space. They created a pool without really understanding the technology behind it. It caused an issue. The team was scrambling to try to figure out what was going on with the fundamental masternodes and the proof of stake. But the truth is the imbalance of the staking pools like being so gigantic and large that it created that broken carousel. So there was a lot of issues that were going on then. It's experimental, guys. That's the truth. It's a new technology. You guys got involved, and along with myself, got involved with the technology that hadn't been tested before. So it is what it is. You're involved with what was an experiment. The experiment has succeeded. It's working. Everything's working properly as of right now. I mean, always with every new technology, there's always going to be 2, 3, 4 other problems that pop up that need to be dealt with. Bitcoin's not perfect. All the real coins are not perfect either, guys. So the truth is there's a lot of coins that are unique, and then there's knockoffs and forks of those coins. This is an open source project. There's other coins that other people that might fork the coin. They could do whatever they want with it. That's not the inventor's problem. The B3 coin has the true inventor behind the coin. This is where the magic happens, guys. You're part of where the magical things that happen with it, and you're dealing with extremely creative individuals that have a vision of something that hasn't been done before. That's what's exciting about it. That's why everyone who's involved with the team is behind it. That's why Kdog and I are interested in it. That's why, and I understand all these new people that are coming in don't understand anything about it. That's the main problem. The education and the focus and the vision of the coin needs to be elaborated on and needs to be marketed and explained properly. That's what we're trying to accomplish here as a team. So bear with us. It's a patient, slow process, but that is the way it should have been from the beginning, and it just hasn't happened, and that's what we're doing now. So that's what you should be focused on, and moving forward, how can we launch this thing to galaxies and places undiscovered yet? That's what you need to be focused on. Forget about going to the moon. We need to go past the moon. We need to go to places that we've never been before. That's what we're trying to do. We're not focused on exchanges and all these other things. We're focusing on the exchanges that we currently have. We need to nest and incubate closely together first, and then it'll radiate out in every direction from that point on. We need to get together as a team and a community and really focus on the nit and gritty so that we can actually fix everything that we've had and focus for where we're going in the future. So I know I've said it and I've been redundant, but I understand how, I have to repeat myself 3, 4, 5 times so that people understand what we're trying to do. I'm going to answer some more questions in the chat before anyone voices their questions. Do we have full access to various social media accounts? As far as I know, we're gaining access, and we do have access to most of the things. If we don't get access to everything, we will start fresh with new stuff. So that's as best as I can answer. Is it possible to set up some funding for future marketing, like the lottery thing? I'm not going to say no. We're open to suggestion, guys. We're not brick walls here. We can be open to suggestions. I sound stressed, man. It's gonna be okay, guys. I just woke up, and when I wake up, I'm like a bull in a china shop. Sorry if I'm in the New England, I'm in like the New England area, so just bear with my direct speed. Just my common my common way of speaking with people, guys. I'm trying to be as quick as I can. There's a lot of work to be done, and I will slow down if it's hard for people to understand what I'm saying. Woju, will the team show names in the future like Jamie Woodruff? As far as I know, the inventor wants to keep this an anonymous coin, and he points out Bitcoin and points out all these other things. Right now, we're not focused on disclosing the team per se. It's more about the technology behind the coin. Okay, so just keep that in mind. I don't know about revealing people's true names. I keep seeing the same question being asked Jamie. I'm not sure why you're spamming the chat. Okay. FNs for marketing. Okay. Well, I don't really see any other questions here. What are the plans, timeline for implementation of burn methods and explanation of total volume reduction? Right now, it's fundamental master nodes, which is what's destroying the supply right now. But there are other methods. Again, there's understandings behind there's understandings behind the coin that haven't been revealed yet. Like I said, there's other things that haven't been implemented yet. Yeah, but see, okay, yeah, people are talking about the names behind the team or whatever. Yeah, well, if you discussed anything with Josh, his intentions was not to reveal people's names. So if it would be a simple answer behind that, you have to be able to talk to the inventor and see what he wants to do with it. And all I'm trying to do amongst Kdog and others, we're simply trying to support Josh and what his vision is behind the coin. That's what's important to me, and that's what we're trying to do. So,
and at the end of the day, if there's a way that we can do something by listing out skills without listing out identity information, maybe we'll look at that. Like, I don't think we've bottomed out yet on it yet necessarily as a team, but no, please don't go ping Josh right now and say, hey, can you please release your identity? Like, that's counterproductive. So we are taking it in as a question. We will come back with a response, but it's not on the priority list right now.
And as far as exchanges, I see that question. It's a valid concern. We have implemented one person to work with Born on exchanges. So it is happening. There's other exchanges going on, but I'm just telling you, don't expect us to be thrown up on multiple exchanges just of yet. We need to clean house first. We need to straighten out the website, and we need to make the vision clear to everybody what the technology is. Because think about it in a business sense. Why would we go searching for new exchanges if we don't really have the true vision and the technology behind the coin that is disclosed to everybody yet? I mean, it's kind of backwards. You don't just go out searching for new exchanges when you don't have the actual understanding behind the coin. It hasn't been properly educated to the public yet. So you want to be able to update the website. You want to be able to actually have the white paper with the website. So then we're starting out on a fresh leg. So then you go procure exchanges, and we're just simply trying to fix the relationship that we've created, with the relationships that we currently have. Yobit hasn't responded. We don't really understand the relationship there as of right now. We don't, we're trying to figure out what the current status is in the relationship that we've currently created with the exchanges. The whole thing with Cryptopia, that could have easily been avoided, but again, there was just a lack of understanding behind the relationship behind it. And we're trying to create a proper channel for any exchange or any of the current exchanges to be able to communicate with the team properly and whoever is in charge of dealing with the exchanges. So guys, just so you know, there's progress being made every day. We're trying to fix the issues. So I know I sound stressed because I'm speaking quickly, guys, but the truth is I'm just trying to get through this, and I'm trying to hit every point as best as I can, quickly as I can, because we want to get back to work so that we can fix these things so we can move forward, because we know everybody has expectations of getting things done quickly, and we're trying to do that. So, I know I'm saying be patient and I'm speaking quickly. It's because I know there's a lot of work to do, and I'm just trying to do the best that I can. So is there any questions that you want to voice in the chat or in the voice chat? Well, as far as the team being introduced, again, we're creating a beta team on the side in another, in another avenue. And we're trying to create that. And, once we actually have, the keys to Discord, we're going to clean up the Discord, and then we're going to move over there. What do you mean when B3 market close?
On coin exchange is probably what he means.
Oh, the B3 coin market. Oh, okay, yeah. From what Bourne said that, right. So I'm sure you guys have noticed on coinexchange.io, we've implemented, the two wallets. You've got B3 and then you've got KB3. Guys, they're not two different coins. It's just simply 1,000 B3 coins equals 1 KB3. It's the KB3 is a tradable asset. We're every exchange from here on out will be trading in KB3. So I'm sure you've seen it in CoinMarketCap that, the price is now KB3, and we're still trying to communicate with CoinMarketCap. We sent them the proper information, and they messed it up and didn't update it properly. We sent them the proper information. They changed the name to KB3 coin. Everything else was correct besides the actual name of the coin. But as far as coinexchange.io, from what I understand, B3, the B3 market, where it's the single B3 coins, that should be ending, from what I heard, was like 6 weeks. So they don't even say exactly when it's going to be, but what I highly suggest is, basically withdrawing your coins that are in your B3 market on the coinexchange.io and moving it over to, coin exchange, coin exchange I'm sorry, the KB3 coin exchange wallet. Oh, that's all you need to do.
Yo, Hab, I got a few questions.
Yeah, what's going on?
Question number one. If the B3 coins are left on the B3 market, will the coins disappear or automatically be moved over to KB3? Question number two, what's happening with B3 Coin, the old website? There's quite a lot of SEO around that and people posting links. So is that being terminated or is that staying online as well? And I think that's all my questions for the time being.
We don't know if what's going to happen, how Coin Exchange is going to deal with, when it comes to push comes to shove, say 6 weeks from now, when they want to close the B3 market, anybody's coins that are involved with that. I don't know what they're going to do. That is a good question. That's something that the exchange team's going to have to communicate with them on, and that's something that it's just a communication thing between Coin Exchange, and if we find out what's going to happen between them, we'll figure it out. B3coin.net was disabled, and everything is redirected to b3coin.io. So right now, if you type in b3coin.net, it actually. So, I mean, I hope that answers your questions.
Yeah, dude, that's a really cool answer. Cheers, man.
Thank you. Any other questions, guys? Somebody said, what is it? Let's see. How long would these updates take? Guys, it's a slow process. We're doing things organically. We're trying to do things right. We're trying to bring structure. We're trying to make sure everybody's happy and as everybody is in the place that they need to be. We don't need enemies, guys. A lot of these things could have been avoided a long time ago. The truth is that, when you bring ethical people in and you do the next right thing, guys, things just smooth out. and we're just trying to do it right. And it's really, everyone was trying to do the best that they could do, guys. I mean, it's a community coin. I mean, that's why this is such a beautiful thing. We have people from all walks of life all over the world that we're trying to communicate with constantly on a daily basis. You're able to say whatever it is that you want to say. And, you know,
it's not going to happen overnight.
It
really is not. If you guys are looking for a Lambo overnight, you know what? You've gotten into the wrong coin. Like, you got to go. This is going to be a longer road, but it's going to be a very worthwhile road. And if you guys don't trust us, that's fine. Go ahead and leave. But we would not be here. We would not be investing the hours. We would not be investing the time, the amount of concern, the amount of passion. We would not be trying to go into these places and do these things. I mean, both Hab and I have other lives that we could certainly go get back to, but that's not what we're doing. We're not doing that because we see a huge opportunity here. There is a visionary at the helm. We do have the structure that we are trying to work and get out and into place so that we can empower people to be able to go fulfill roles that we know that they are capable of doing. But in order to get that done correctly, we have to take our time. It has to be a process. And I'm sorry, I wish that there was some easy answer and I could just twitch my nose like Samantha on Bewitched and everybody would be in the right places. But it doesn't work that way. So please, guys, be patient with us.
Yeah, you know what? I just want to mention something here. So I've disappeared for a long while for obvious reasons. But coming back, you know, I've seen a lot of changes, and for me, that should have happened a long time ago. But it's amazing, you know, how transparent a lot of people are being now, how there's like organization, how there's structure. And I know it was, you know, a difficult time, the old B3 and moving forward. But, you know, just in relation to KB3, what do you think around the partnership element? Do you reckon KB3 could partner with other coins to essentially boost, to essentially boost, you know, the KB3 marketplace? Do you think that's an option that would be able to occur, or?
As far as I know, right now we just need to focus on the team and the structure right now, and I don't see you know, partnering up with other coins right now is something that really makes sense for the B3 coin right now. I mean, we need to focus on the vision behind the coin, and, you know, procuring the actual technology behind the coin, and, you know, basically repairing any of the reputation that was destroyed within from the previous, you know, events that happened with the coin, the misunderstandings behind the technology and the misunderstandings behind what was going on with the pool and all these other things that were happening. There was a lot of events that happened in the past that it's just, there's a lot of backlash that had happened from before, and Kdog and I have tried to come together to try to mend those, you know, events from happening. So we just need patience, and we need time, and we need to be able to focus on the infrastructure of the inside core of the team and the vision. And we need to protect, you know, the inventor's reputation. That's what we need. We need to do this right from here on out, and extending our olive branch and creating partnerships is really not something that makes sense to us right now. But it doesn't mean that we won't. It doesn't mean that we won't in the future, but right now it just doesn't make sense to just start like throwing the tentacles out that are really not even, you know, we're not even prepared to do that.
Point? Yeah, I get what you're saying, but at the end of the day, we're all investors and we're here to make, you know, money. I know long-term element, and I'm holding long-term. You know, I've sold a few, you know, over the last few months and made way more money back than what I invested into it. But I mean, at the end of the day, we're all investors, right? So I understand the technology is important, and I understand the infrastructure and elements behind that's important. But, you know, one thing I disagree with, and that's myself, is the anonymity behind the entire project. You know, it should be, you're all transparent, you're all online, but you're all under handles, you know, and everything that you say is just a handle. You could just do what BitConnect did and leave, you know, overnight. So when, in a sense, is it going to become transparent as well as the team, where you know, you've got it on the website, you're showing who the developer is. You know, I know Joshua quite well. He's a wonderful guy. You know, I know his true identity. I've met him, you know, and it's a wonderful thing. But when's it going to be that transparent edge? Because I think that would move the coin forward, you know, 110%.
Yeah, you're probably right. I mean, being transparent is great. It's just that, you know, we've made direct communication with Josh, and we're trying to be custodians and counseling to Josh, and from what he has told us, that he likes the fact that it's an anonymous coin.
Yeah,
that's what he has
just
said.
a quick point as well, Hab, sorry. I know that, but you know as well as I do that Josh is easily astrayed, right? So how do you guys work with Josh in the anonymity side to make sure that he's not led astray? And how do you keep up with the communication element as well? Because I know Josh, you talk to him once, he replies 2 days later or a day later, and I know he's busy with exams right now. But I don't know with the development side of things, what's the team structure behind the development side? So how many people are actively involved? For the element, how many people are actively involved in the progression of the coin? Is it simply solely Josh as it were before, or is there now like a full structured development team that has access to the repos?
Again, I don't think that we're ready to talk about what our organizational structure looks like. We have a bunch of folks that are coming into place, but we're not ready to release those details. We will get these details out once we make sure that we are comfortable with things, that the team is comfortable with things. We work in concentric circles. We will be transparent as soon as we have information available.
That's awesome. Well, thank you very much for your time. I'm going to disappear because I'm jet lagged, but the interview's coming out soon with Gulf, so I'll share that with you guys. I've always thought positive with the coin. Even now, look, you see all the hate comments. For every 40% of the queens that hate me, there's another 60% that kind of like me. So, but anyway, a pleasure to talk to you guys, and have a wonderful night. See you later.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Jamie. And we're all trying to communicate and be as transparent as possible. It's just that we're trying to do what we can to maintain Josh's vision.
Yeah, I understand. I solely understand. I love the transparency element, honestly. That's one thing that was needed, right at the birth of the coin. But right now, listening to, Kdog, I think this is one of the first few times that I've spoke to you, and I know, you messaged me in December. We had a good chat then. But moving forward, you guys rock. I'm wholly in it for long term. I've got a lot of investors behind me in B3. I've got a lot of money in B3 now. KB3. But definitely, I'm here for the long run. So if you don't like it, I'll change my username. But I'm sat lurking around. Have a good night. Bye.
It's great to hear from you, Jamie. We appreciate all of the passion and all of the energy that you have invested in this coin. I think where I was wanting to respond is that we've got to do things in an organized fashion. That's the message that Habanero has been trying to convey. And so that's why I hopped on and said the things that I said. Because again, we just need some folks to be patient. And we're trying to work through things as quickly as possible. And that's why you heard Habanero talking so fast today. Because he's trying to get through this so that we can get back to the other things that we're trying to go do for this coin. So believe me, we appreciate you. We appreciate everybody. We are trying the best we can to make time for everybody. We're just pressed for it right now. That's all.
Yeah, very well put. And this is why, we're all trying to make everybody help, work really harmoniously with each other. And we understand everybody's concerns, and we're trying to, tackle those concerns. So, is there any other questions, guys? Because there's a lot of things that we need to do, and I know there's a lot more people in here, and we're trying to be, we're trying to answer everybody's questions. So, is there anyone that wants to speak? Okay, so I guess I answered as many questions just from what I was saying and just from what was in chat. So that's really good. Again, I'm gonna ask one more time. Is there anyone else that wants to make a comment or a concern, or has a question?
Yeah, I have a question. Are there going to be more markets for the KB3 coin? You only have Bitcoin markets now, but are there also going to be LTC markets or other markets for the B3 coin?
Well, as of right now, I'm not going to say no. I would say yes in the future. I mean, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of markets that will probably want to procure, trading on their exchanges for B3, whether it's Litecoin and others. So yeah, I'm not going to say no to that. I would think that we would be open to, to suggestions on a lot of different markets. So,
At the end of the day, there actually already is an LTC market open on Coins Markets, but as we know, Coins Markets has had a lot of problems. There's also a variety of markets available on Nova Exchange, but Nova Exchange doesn't have a lot of volume because they're in the process of changing management structure. So there's a couple things that are already existing, but they aren't getting a lot of volume necessarily right now.
Okay, that answers my question. Thank you.
I have a question.
Sure.
Okay. What's the realistic time frame for the decentralized exchange inside the wallet?
We don't have the current timeline as far as the decentralized exchange. We've been hearing rumblings, but that's part of just getting the proper vision and the understanding behind the vision and the release of the technology. So we will update you guys with the proper timeline. Again, we're trying to refocus and try to get the team straightened out, and we're trying to get everything in order. And as far as the decentralized exchange goes, I hear it is ahead of schedule, and we don't know exactly for sure what the status is behind that. But
at the end of the day, when we get that white paper finished, there may be some things in there that we are going to choose to prioritize more highly. Okay. Once we get the white paper done, we'll be able to flesh out the roadmap. Once we flesh out the roadmap, then you guys will get your dates. But I'm a big believer in making my dates. So I certainly don't want to tell the community that we're going to have something done before we will. You want to always underpromise and overdeliver. So with that in mind, and knowing that we have to go work on the white paper, and knowing that there's a bunch of different priorities in play, we will have that discussion, and we will have that discussion with the audience. Like, we won't just go off by ourselves into some random black corner and announce everything. Like, it will be an ongoing discussion. As I hope that you guys can tell, Habanero and I are very transparent with anything that we do. We try to give you guys as much information as we possibly have, and we try to roll things out in the proper way. We get feedback from the team. We get feedback from some other folks as well. We've talked about getting some other bodies in place in order to help us with some things. Again, that's part of our structural conversations. So again, I don't want to get ahead of myself. So everything is coming. It's all in an order. We are not going to give you dates until we are sure as to what those dates are going to be so that we make them.
Thank you so much. Kdog and Habanero, you guys make this coin actually believable. And I've been with B3 for quite a while, and you guys just rebrand for me as a trust and everything else, because I am on it and I'm working on it in decentralized exchange to help B3 as well. I'll contact you guys personally pretty soon, and I'm working very close to put B3 in a decentralized exchange as well.
Awesome.
Great. Feel free to send us a DM. We would love to hear from you.
Thank you.
Right. This is the motivation that we have behind the coin. We want everyone to understand the truth behind the coin and be as transparent as possible. We understand that there was a communications issue, and we're trying to fulfill that void so that people understand the true nature of where this coin is and where it's going and what the technological aspects are behind the coin. And we're open to suggestions. We're open to everybody's different abilities. So, that's what we're trying to do here, guys. So if there's any more questions, you guys are free to ask them. So is there any more questions?
Yeah, I have a question.
Sure.
Yeah, I was wondering, what is it beneficial to get more than one fundamental node, or should I just stay with one?
Well, I'm not going to give any financial advice or anything like that. That's really up to you on what it is that you want to do right now. So
what I would urge you to do is go into the FN discussion channel and go have a conversation with those folks. There's a whole bunch of math behind it because we have differing block rewards. We have differing numbers of FNs coming online. Go ask those people. Go do your own math. Go do your own thinking. because it is a decision and it's an investment decision. So I wouldn't take it lightly.
All right, thank you.
Any other questions, guys? I know I spoke really quickly when I got on, guys. You know, so if there's any questions that you need me to talk about, I'll slow down. So I'm sorry.
So I'll just say that with regards to Nova Exchange, I'm actually trying to confirm them in their wallets and everything. So I'd use caution with anybody going there yet.
Right, and just so you guys know, Newfie Bullet is this you know, the individual that is you know, one of the main guys working with Born to procure and establish and maintain relationships with exchanges, and you know, of course, that team is going to grow as time goes on. So
It's only $3,000. Fuck it, man. It was $3,000 for one node. I know, but she's trying to say. I'll probably have to have 3 different computers.
Hey, Jay, we can hear you.
Oh.
That's funny.
That was funny.
Yeah, it was funny. So I guess we all know how you feel about that. That's really funny. Any other questions?
Will what happened with the marketing fund be released to everybody? Like details of where the money was spent?
I wouldn't know about that.
I don't think you can expect anything from past history. I will say that once we get the pool figured out and potentially moving forward, we may be able to be more transparent with those figures. Don't expect anything from the past. I don't know what to expect going forward. We aren't fully in control of all of that. We're going to try.
Right, guys. You guys are witnessing a transitionary period right now. So don't expect anything other than the fact that what we just told you. We're trying to clean up the pool. We're trying to, you know, get applications for people that can potentially fulfill positions that we need amongst the team organically. And, you know, we're trying to get Josh's vision behind the invention, which is B3Coin, and the technology that lies behind it that hasn't been disclosed yet. And we're going to create an avenue, which would be a new website that will properly display the true intention and vision behind the coin and all the business aspects behind it, and potentially a funding ability for people that want to put in for that. But that is all, you know, that's all in the future. You know, we don't have a timeline for that yet, but that is the logical steps that we need to take as a team and as a community to move forward with the coin in a logical way. So I hope people can appreciate that. Are there any other questions? And I thank you guys for the support. I'm sure, you know, I'm sure you guys have been looking forward to having more transparency and more of an established thing. And if there's any other team members that are in with the chat that have any words of wisdom or support, that would be great and highly appreciated as well. You know, there's a lot of people in here, and I'm sure they'd like to hear from anyone else that's on the team that has an opinion about how things are changing. That'd be great.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it, guys.
All right, guys. So I guess that's it. So we're going to move forward, and, you know, maybe we'll have an update for next week. But as for now, we're trying our best to do everything that we just talked about, and we're just going to move forward with that. So you guys all have a good week, and, you know, I'm sure you're going to witness some changes, and we're going to make our announcements as it happens. So, you know, just be aware of that, and try to be as patient as possible with us, and we're moving forward. So, you know, thanks a lot, guys, and we're out of here.